All right, I want to take a few moments to talk about these different formulas in Excel. Both calculate standard deviation. So often students will ask me, well, are they just the same thing? So let's start there. Let's go ahead and calculate both and see how they're different. So let's type in equals ST, and then as you see, as I start to type the formula and I have the equal sign out front, I see all the formulas here. So I can actually just click on it, double click, and then left click and hold and release, and that highlights all my data. Close the parenthesis and press enter, and this is the number I get. Versus when I use ST and then I choose .S, double click on that formula, hold, release, close the parentheses, and press enter, and I get this number. So we can see these are not the same, okay? So what's different about them? Well, this one has .P, right? And so what does that P stand for? That P stands for population. So are we calculating the standard deviation for a population, or are we calculating the standard deviation for a sample, .S? Okay, so P stands for population, S stands for sample. All right, so how are those different, right? If this data, it comes from it is the population, then it's all the data there is. All right, so that's what it means to be a population. In this simple example, I don't know what this data is, but if it were a population, then there is no other data to be had here. This is all of the data. That's what population means, okay? And then how is that calculated? We usually use the Greek letter sigma to note the population standard deviation. Okay, so it's a population parameter, and this equals the sum from I equals 1. Usually we use capital N to indicate that's all the data. Okay, so capital N means the population of all the data, and then each observation minus the mean squared, divided by however much data there is, and then you take the square root. So this is the formula for population standard deviation. All right. Most importantly, notice that it is divided by N. What is N? It's the number of observations in the population, capital N. So here that would be 7, right? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how's that different than a sample standard deviation? Well, the formula for sample standard deviation looks like this. S equals, okay, everything's the same so far. So we start with the square root, and we have the sum from I equals 1 to lowercase n. Lowercase n indicates that it is a sample, right? So it's not the entire population, but it is a subset of the population. That's what a sample is. Okay, xi minus x bar squared divided by n minus 1. Right? So instead of having the denominator, or the bottom of the fraction, being capital N, now it is n minus 1. Right? In this case, that would be divided by, remember we have 7 observations, so that would be n minus 1 would be 6. Right? And whenever you divide some sum, right, the sum is going to be the same. So the numerator, or the top of the fraction, is going to be the same in both these equations. But I'm dividing it by less, right? So I'm not dividing it as many times, which means that my number, my answer here, is going to be bigger, right? Notice that sample standard deviation is always a larger number than population standard deviation. All right, and that's because we don't have all the data in the population. We have just a subset of it. So with more information being unknown, the standard deviation is going to be more.